I'm Dave Foord. In this screencast I'm going to show how we can add a file to Moodle2 so that it appears as a link within one of the areas within Moodle. Now in earlier versions of Moodle, sort of 1.9 and before, you could add files just as a single file. If you wanted them to appear in another area, for example a label, you had to add the file to the file area and then create a link to it. But the problem was if you ever moved that sort of label that you'd created to another position, it would sometimes break the link to the file, which wasn't desirable. Now Moodle2 handles this so much better, and what I've got here is I'm using a label, but this would work in any area that's editable like this, whether it's a web page, label, quiz tools. I've added some text and then I've created a hyperlink which is linking to a file. And I'll show you how easy it is to do. So here I am in my text editor, and I'll type in some text that's going to become my link. So I've put here is another link. I'm going to highlight that text. This is what's going to become the hyperlink that students click on. I'm going to go to this hyperlink icon, the chain link which says insert stroke edit link. And this is what you would use if you were adding a web link to a Moodle area, but you can also use it for files. So the key is this little box on the right hand side where it says link URL allows me to browse and locate files. Now I can either use ones that I've uploaded before using recent files, or I can choose upload a file. I can then browse. I can find the one that I want. I can give it a name, which I'm going to just use the same name as the file, but it could be different. You can put who the author is, and you can choose the licenses. I'm just going to upload that now. It will then come up with a box with a few extra options. So we can choose the target frame. Now at the moment it's choosing to open in this window. I'm going to change it to open in a new window, so it will open it as a new sort of application. I'm going to give it a title again. I'm just going to call it the same thing, and that'll do me. I'll click on insert. So what I can now do here is you can see my link's been created. If I then scroll down and I do save and return to course, and you'll see here that here's my label, there's the big title I put in, there's my link. If I hover over it, it will show me the hyperlink, and the yellow box pop up is those additional informations that I added. And if I clicked on that, it would then open the file. In this case it was a Word file, ready to download it. Now the real beauty of this is that having added these areas to these, having added the files to these areas, is if I move them anywhere else or I move them to a new course, the files will go with that area. So I can create very attractive looking pages within Moodle with hyperlinks built in with my files attached, and I'm safe in the knowledge that when I move them around they won't get lost. Now this only works in Moodle 2, it doesn't work in Moodle 1.9, and it works very, very nicely.